my darlings, it is Zyros Madam Tilly in plushie form. And we're with my good friends Punky the Alien
Oh.
and Tydonis.
How are you, Miss Tilly?
Sensational.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Can't wait for, it's weird to say, I can't wait to get back to work and things get back to normal.
Oh yeah, you're still going. You're going through the ass end of that hurricane, ain't you?
Yeah, things just be freaking, changing on a dime, yeah. Not only with like collabing plans for freaking and then because I missed the day of work now, freaking my bills are gonna be behind, shit like that. It's like,
Well, at least the neighbor kids aren't flying away anymore, right?
it's just yeah. Not facing slug lawsuits. Don't need them tracking them back to me. Anyway,
Well, you already told us if we already find any slugs, send them to you.
yeah. I'm sure I've made more enemies than friends with those slugs.
It's not your fault they're little war criminals.
It's just. Anyways, so we are going to be reacting to this PlayStation State of Play, and in a different episode, we're reacting to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show. So if you're just coming back from that one, welcome back. And at least I'm able to upload these at a reasonable time now, because
Yeah.
some of those freaking podcasts record were sitting on my computer for like 6 months.
Yeah, they sit there for a minute.
Yeah. Anyways, heard some good shit and some controversy about this one, so
Yep.
let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we?
Go ahead.
Okay. This ain't a long one.
40 minutes. It ain't too horrible. At least it ain't. What was it, like 6 hours for the other states to play?
Remember when Wholesome Games had like 100 trailers?
Yeah, no, that
The Astrobot, Ratchet and Clank, and Ape Escape.
was rough. I love Astrobots. They're adorable.
And Helldivers.
Helldivers.
And Everbots.
There's always one.
Rubber duckies.
Oh, speed running. Yep, Prestige. And a Helldiver. At least it's recycling.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicolas
Hi.
Doucet, the studio head at Team Asobi. We couldn't be happier with the reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy Astro is bringing to homes all around the world. On behalf of Team Asobi, thank you so much. Now, we still have a few surprises up our sleeves.
Nice.
Today's trailer was a sneak peek at a DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon.
Hell yeah.
But for now, let's enjoy the state of play.
I love Astrobot. He's a adorable little guy.
Oh yeah. Remember when the PS4 just dropped and they had like the little PlayStation chat room app?
Yeah,
And you had
PlayStation
them all
Home.
over the place.
Yeah.
And then everyone turned into porn.
Yeah, PlayStation Home. I remember having it on my PS3. It was a lot of fun.
But yeah, that's something I'll probably go play with VR. But I do love a 3D platform. What about you, Punky?
Yeah. Just don't have a nice little PlayStation to play it on.
Yeah, same here. The only one I have is a PS4, and that thing's kind of retired.
It'd be nice if they just do the Xbox Game Pass and like put like an app on for your PC.
I imagine that.
That would sell.
Oh,
Alright.
guaranteed.
I'd be over that sucker.
I would probably just play the little Astrobot game because I'm sorry, that one just looks too fun and comfy to play.
Yeah. Oh, what if they had an Astrobot, like a chibi version of Helldivers?
Oh, like
Like Super
Play-
Deformed? That'd be
play
kind
ha-
of fun.
Play Helldivers, but in chibi form.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, like everything got hit with the whole game got hit with the chibi ray gun.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it obviously have to be completely silly to make that the chibiness work.
Right. But yeah, people would saying like that it's like game of the year. But so like interesting.
I mean, it's a contender from what I've been told.
Yeah, because normally, especially with like the last Astro game, it's just kind of like a like one. It's kind of like a one and done type of game. Like it's not a big franchise. It's just a cute little minute in time.
Yeah, I think they're trying to.
It's not a live service game. Just
It looks like they might. I mean, I think this one could actually be Sony's mascot.
Yeah.
I think little Astrobot could be the mascot for Sony compared to be, like, I guess the official, unofficial one is like, oh, I forget the cat name. It was in PlayStation All Stars, but he was like a white cat.
Right. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Tomo or Toma?
Yeah. You know who you're talking about? Yeah, he did not catch on.
No, he did not.
I think he had too much of a Japanese vibe or something.
He had a real hard. He was popular in Japan, from what
Yeah.
I was told, but he didn't catch American audiences. And I think he was like the kind of the official, unofficial mascot.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next up.
Listen to me, burnt one.
Alrighty, I'm
If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods.
And on you go, like a moth into the burning light.
VR.
Thank you.
Who took the sun away? Little soul, you charming little wanderer, where are you off to now?
And so it was that the burnt one and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk.
Well, that would be a good
Very
Halloween
cool.
game.
Yeah, very cool.
That's a good October game.
Yeah. Moonhood, no.
I got a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
Tim Burton vibes from that, and that it was they said it was all claymation.
Yeah.
That kind of explains the, for lack of a better term, the low FPS. But I mean it's something different. I will admit
very.
it is unique.
Gotcha.
It's animation speed, so yeah, it's gonna look slower. So I kind of prefer that speed because that's how Strive is set up. Strive is animated in an off frame instead of the normal 30 frames per second. The
Yeah.
animation's slower.
I mean, it was definitely interesting, and it was original, which I always give props to. But I mean, like I said, that looks like a good, October Halloween kind of game,
Very. And yeah, like that looks like it'd be good in VR as well. I'm still concerned it being a PlayStation exclusive because like that's kind of a kiss of death,
Yeah, it kind of is actually.
Yeah, and even though we're watching the PlayStation State of Play, it's like you don't want to go. It's exclusive is it's gone now. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the other titles have been because they've just nixed.
Yeah, like if Final Fantasy, which is like in the top 10 franchises of all time, can't succeed. Although arguably it's because they made the game too expensive, in production wise.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
games nowadays are like super duper expensive, and it's kind of getting to the point where it's like ridiculous. Like, I mean, Concord is the, is the exception because they basically had to hire all these other studios to make it work 18 months before the release. But you know they're almost $500 million to make or got refund or lost to that one. But you know, from what I've been told, like 200 mil and everything is kind of like the normal stomping grounds. But at the same time, it's like, holy shit, really, dude?
Yeah, like the game shouldn't have to cost like more than 20 million. But look, if MS-17 can at least scale it back, it might be okay on this if it's exclusive. But yeah, anyways, all right, next up.
I don't remember when it happened.
That's
but
right.
I remember how I felt.
Cassie.
Father told us to hide when they came to our house.
Both witnesses.
Then they took him away.
No witnesses.
Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said
It's
the
another
country
zombie
was
game?
sick. But we
Should be a
would be
war game as
okay.
well, so.
Maybe.
Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
I would have an empty head.
I like the liquid. I like the liquid creatures. It's pretty good. It does, but I'm pretty sure it's not nice about enough sequel.
On the nose name, but hey, at least those right-wing weirdos can stop bitching about no new white guy games.
Well, one thing that was kind of strange to me, I was getting a fit. Like, I've seen the monsters before with, you know, the empty head and empty torso.
Yeah.
I've seen something similar to that, but I can't put my finger on it, and it was bothering
Same.
me the whole time.
Yeah, like
I know-
I was reminded of like the game Control from the Alan Wake universe, you know.
Yeah, because I know I saw an enemy like that once upon a time, but I can't remember where the hell it was from. But
Yeah, I was looking at something in the Kojima verse.
man, I wouldn't doubt it. Anything out of that man head or Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
But I mean, the combat looked, and I hate saying it, Soulsian, but I don't know. I mean, I do like the idea. It's like, you know, you're using modern day tech to basically fight, you know, Eldritch Abomination.
Yeah, yeah, like from drones to a poncho, and you got like a magic sword or something, and it kind of looked like is this kind of like a war game, like, you know, kind of like a civil war.
That's what I would think.
cray, like, or is it also like a? But then, you know, now we got some Control type monsters.
Maybe
Like
it
a
might be
blender?
following something like The Mist.
Mm.
I mean, I might be wrong, but I mean, it kind of feels like that a little bit, like the government was trying to, you know, trying to, for lack of a better term, try to reach into the warp to find out what was in there, and then they
Yeah.
find, you know, it looked back and it was like all hell broke loose, kind of like what happened in The Mist.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely keep an eye on this game.
I mean, it looks interesting.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten
Oh,
by
nice.
nuclear
Metro in
fire.
VR?
That's gonna be terrifying.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
It's already very immersive in
Something
first person.
happened.
Oh yeah,
She's
no.
in no state to be wandering out in the metro alone. I need to go after her.
Their bodies arranged in some sort of ritual.
Please, just let Yana be all right. What is that?
I keep hearing other voices on the radio.
You said there were people there.
Did you not hear any of that?
Yana, is that you?
I'm seeing things, hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Sometimes we need to become the thing we fear to prevent something worse.
Oh, it might be a sequel. 'Cause I don't know if that was Part 2.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
so
think-
Metroid's already scary enough. You know, now it's in the very first person perspective.
Yeah, no, you're locked into that. But then again, you're locked in the first one in Metro as well. But I don't know. I mean, I played maybe about I think 2, maybe 3 hours in the extended version of Metro.
Yeah.
But I mean, that one is already enough, kind of freaky as is.
Oh,
But I mean, that one. I mean, you're gonna have in VR. I mean, you're already super immersed in it compared to any FPS or anything like that. So I mean, the monsters that are gonna pounce on you, it's gonna feel even more real and everything.
oh yeah. I don't know if I can ever have a Curse of RE7 VR again.
No, you would have a heart attack, dude.
Oh yeah, I told you how I fear quit it once, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me about that one. You were
Uh.
like, nope, nope, nope.
Okay. So we gotta make Monkey play it.
Blah.
Alright, next up.
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the night sky tragedy? Long ago, you humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in ruins. And yet, you have been granted another chance in Aurora. It must be the will of your beloved
I see
mother
multiple
goddess.
players running around.
However, I still have no trust in your kind.
Big weapon.
Not showing any impact. That's kind of another generic MMO.
Maybe. Maybe like Desert.
Fool yourself. If you survive
This
this
reminds me of
trial,
Oh, punch to it.
perhaps
Oh, arcade.
you might become one of us.
Okay,
I know a little bit of Arcade. I know
Yeah,
a little bit about it.
that sounds like a
buddy of
familiar
mine-
old MMO.
Yeah, it's an older MMO. I remember a buddy of mine. He basically, his character got arrested, and he was taken to court, which was full. The courtroom had like witnesses and everything. Like these were all real people. The only one that was an NPC was the judge. To make to proceed fairly.
Yeah.
But I remember like one of the times what he did is like he killed this person, like this person's livestock and everything, and somehow someone try to say that he was having sex with them, and everybody went crazy about it. And he was like, the judge was like, "How do you have anything to say for yourself?" And my buddy just had his character stand up and he said, "The aristocrats." And he ended up getting sent to jail, and he managed to bust out of the jail by digging his way out with a fucking spoon. I'm like,
Okay, so
you're fucking insane, dude.
diversion aside, the true point is how much do we know about Arcade? How much do you know? So the jury was set up by players. That's so it's just a player-controlled world like Dark Ages of
Kinda, sorta, something like that. Yeah. I mean, there's obviously NPCs. You got to have NPCs in the game because
Yeah.
look at what happened to Fallout 76 when that first came out when there's no NPCs. Um, but yeah, he said it was a really big MMO. You could almost do anything you wanted. But yeah, this definitely looks interesting. And like you said, with no collision, that it lacks, even with those big weapons, it lacks impact.
That's what I saw during the little trailer.
Yeah, during the combat section with the two big dudes. Yeah, the two Ogrins fighting. But yeah, it looked interesting to say the least.
Yeah, like I'd say MMOs, if it is an MMO, comes a long way because now that looked like you're freaking like a Souls type of speedy combat, but back when MMOs you had to just like stand there and put your command, like.
It's dark. It's Dark Ocean. No, Black Desert.
Black Desert.
It's got that. I smack really hard with big super move really fast, but it shows no true impact other than you hit the target. It's got that same vibe to it, and that's basically for me every time. If you're gonna make the creature I'm attacking have no form of animation or no recoil, no nothing, then why make it feel like I hit hard? Just let me move in a static formation like every other MMO. Don't make me look super flary if my impact means nothing.
Yeah, Black Desert did that. Oh god, there was another one.
That's what that's the vibe this trailer gave me. I could see player movement. Player walks up to Anvil. It's very clearly a player. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has their taste and what they like and enjoy, and that's great. But don't lie to me and make the trailer look like my attacks will have impact. They do not have impact.
Yeah, no, that's the drawback with MMOs.
Yeah, kind of like I said, Operation Raccoon City kind of had that same problem where I would keep shooting the hunters, and the hunters weren't registering any damage. Like, they weren't staggering at all. They were still coming until they eventually just dropped over.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why I've been enjoying Space Marine. It's like whenever if I'm playing the Bulwark, anytime I hit with my power sword and everything, or shield bash them, the enemies and even the other players, their characters will react. Like, you see them stagger, or if a Vanguard hooks onto you and drop kicks you, you feel like you just got kicked into the next week because your character will lunge forward and almost fall over.
Ooh, Monkey, you want to play Space Marine?
You
want to play some Space Marine?
In the future, yes, that'd be nice.
Okay. Let's game.
Yeah, that's a game that felt like impact means something.
Hey, Power World!
Not actual gameplay. Power World is in trouble at the moment, legally speaking. Nintendo finally came to them. It's like, hey, here's a pile of patents you decide to utilize.
They're very nitpicky on it. But yeah, Power World coming to PlayStation.
God, they look just like carbon copies of other villains and characters and creatures. What? No, it's got a very Pokemon watered down look to it. Look at their faces. Oh, that is such a... That's hilarious. I find that's super funny. Did you go back and see that? The way they had the black and the white creature clash?
Thanks to Pocket Pair for that new look at Pal World, an incredible open world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console.
Here's the creatures.
We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
Your dreams,
Star Ocean? Lunar.
You dream they're not.
Bring it to PC.
It's what everyone lost their mind about.
Love is the plot carried on.
I think I know what the other
Lunar
trying to
Remastered
get this
Collection
thing.
brings together Lunar, the Silver Star Story
It's a
Complete,
pain in the butt.
and Lunar 2,
Super
Eternal Blue
expensive.
Complete, with updated visuals,
Oh, I had the original on
widescreen
PS1.
mode, and more.
Yeah, multi-disc adventure.
The time to grow and be
And I played the Sega CD version, which are they're both pretty different.
on a
amazingly like.
Lunar Remastered Collection comes to PS5 and PS4 in spring 2025.
That's all I have to say. The boat song.
2 updates on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
There's that PSP
First,
version, which actually has some voiceover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a DS. Yeah, like, all my RPG friends are losing their freaking minds about Lunar.
Yeah, I got a couple buddies of mine that lost their shit whenever that got announced as well.
Yeah, good for Lunar. Man, that game was challenging back in the day. Essentially, you had to play,
not really.
for me, you kind of had to play a certain way, otherwise you're gonna die. Like I was basically spamming the same moves. Oh man, but you wanna hear some shit? What happened to be at the ending of the first game, Punky?
It's been a while, sure.
But first off, the final bad guy, I literally came down to one last turn because the whole party was dead. This was my one guy left. I had no more healing items. I had like enough magic for one more move. This was my last turn, and I did it and fucking won. And then at the after the boss fight, you're supposed to climb the staircase. To save the girl, and but there's like lightning striking, and if you get hit, it's your instant game over. And sure enough, I got struck down and had to do that whole boss fight over again. Had some better results this time, but yeah.
I'm about to say, ain't that about a bitch though?
Yeah, I remember to save after that. So.
Yeah, hard save after every boss.
Yeah. So I thought that was the end. I didn't think there was any more hazards.
Nope.
Anyways.
The game had to fuck you over one more time.
DLC, which adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters. And for no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers. Both of these updates arrive later today.
Shadow!
You're doing a game tie-in?
Huh?
They're doing a VR game tie-in.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Taking on another form?
I can
And
go
yes,
Keanu Reeves?
you heard right. Keanu Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generations as
Sonic
part of the upcoming
Shadow
Sonic the
Generations.
Hedgehog 3
Interesting.
movie pack. This update is inspired by scenes from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie and arrives December 12th. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack is included in the Digital Deluxe Edition, which lets you play the game 3 days ahead of its October 25th release date.
Hello, State of Play. I'm Sakaguchi, プロデューサー of ファンタジアンネオディメンジョン。手作りのジオラマを使ったファンタジアンネオディメンジョン、150も作りました。そしてランダムエンカウントを貯めていっぺんに戦ったり、スキルの起動を操作したりと短縮バトルにも新要素を盛り込んでいます。音楽はファイナルファンタジーシリーズで共に歩んできた上松さんです。プレイステーション5にて2024年12月5日発売、どうか皆さんにプレイしていただけたらと、願っています。
I mean, it's not a mobile game.
We're just over a month.
Give that vibe.
And there's Nier Automata right in front there.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Well, that's not 2B.
And it's not too big, but from the images earlier, it did look like
there's basically a Lalafell in the back there. There's not Aerith in top right there.
Oh, I need to be right back. I shall return very swiftly.
Okay.
Look at the guy with the mustache, like right by in the middle. Like, look at that smug smirk.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I could win. I don't know. I just love characters with with the access smarminess,
Mm-hmm.
Like I imagine he's the smartass of the roster.
Yeah, let's see here. Short hair guy looks like dude from Kingdom Hearts, Organization 13.
Mm-hmm.
hopefully Final Fantasy Daddy does well. I just wonder why he kind of left Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think he went to go do his own thing, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's saying weird because Final Fantasy wasn't that his own thing? This is.
I don't know if it was his own. I know he was very influential in it, but I think he might have wanted to do something away from Square or something. Because I think it was still SquareSoft when he left, wasn't it? Or was it?
Could have been.
God, it's weird saying SquareSoft instead of Square Enix, you know?
I remember back those days. We played on memory cards.
Yeah. God's help anybody who, if you're, someone stole your memory card or if you had siblings, if they overrid your save files. Yeah, we got smart, and me and both my brothers had our own individual memory cards.
Yeah, they started having memory cards with like a little blank spot so you can like write a name on them or something.
Exactly, that's exactly what we did. Well, we didn't. What we did is we took a Sharpie and put our names on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the best way to do it because we're like, oh wait, these things are limited. We can't save all of our games on it. Well, to the store. And if memory cards weren't horribly expensive. I think they're like $20, $25, maybe $30, depending on how big you got them.
Yeah. I know, it's like, I want the extra space, but I don't want to spend the extra money. You know, it's like, it brought the frugalness in you.
Oh yeah, I mean, granted, we were also kids, so we also didn't have a whole lot of money either.
Yeah.
You know, that was, chore money, or, doing stuff, helping out around town or something. That was that kind of money,
Yeah, and it's like this game takes, what, 2 blocks in memory? Holy shit.
Most games took 1 block. I knew one game that took like 5 blocks.
Right.
And I was like, why is that game so fucking big? But I remember, like, on Ocarina of Time, me and my brothers were lucky because it came with 3 save files, so there was 1 for each of us.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, if the like on the cartridge games, if they had 3 save files, we were good. Because we were like, okay, because I was the oldest, mine was first, then Josh was the middle, so he got the middle, and JoJo was the youngest, so he got the bottom one. Yeah. We're like, okay, this is how we're gonna do things, children.
But so far, pretty good showing.
I'm liking it so far. I don't know if I'll do the Fantasian Neo Dimensions, but I can't do any of these really because I don't have a PlayStation.
Right. Yeah, this one's definitely for the console lovers.
Oh yeah, there's the unwashed console peasants. I will never get over that. Thank you, Yahtzee. The unwashed console peasants, when they can join the glorious PC Master Race.
Is Yahtzee still making videos?
Yeah, Yahtzee's still making videos, but I think no, it's not the Escapist anymore. Because I think the CEO has done went batshit insane, making it spending all the money they were making on himself, and even when Yahtzee and some of the big names were backing him up, then I can't remember, there was a whole scandal about it, but it basically got him blacklisted.
So serious embezzlement.
Oh yeah. I can't remember the exact details, but I swear embezzlement was one of the things, and everybody would all the employees of that company were like, yeah, no, fuck you.
It's like, excuse me while I eat my third lobster from the backseat of my Corvette.
Gods. I don't even think I've ever had lobster. No, I take that back. I have. I had it one time at a kabuki restaurant. It was one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget the name of it now. Where they grill the food right in hibachi grill.
Yeah.
But it was called kabuki, and like all the hibachi grills were like the main restaurant was like on like a ship kind of platform thing, and they had like at the top of every hour and a half hour they would play some like the kabuki music, and like rain would fall down. It was actually pretty entertaining, and it was really good. But gods, it's like $50-$60 a plate.
Yeesh.
But you are walking away full. If you walk away hungry, that's your own damn fault.
Man, it's kind of depressing these days how much you guys pay just for one meal of the day.
Well, the good thing is, with as much as you get, you're always going to have leftovers, so it stretches out to 2 meals.
Oh yeah, 'cause a lot of places don't even let you have leftovers down here, or they'll charge you for the leftovers.
Oh gods, no! You get a big plate of rice with fried rice and the vegetables that go in it, and then you choose whatever you want. And I remember it was like whenever I was leaving Texas, when I was originally going to be moving to Oregon, and I got a plate of filet mignon and lobster, and I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good, but damn that I'm never doing this combo again. Because my normal combo was steak and shrimp.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just like the best, surf and turfs are like the best combo.
I was watching a show, and the lady, the couples at a restaurant, like ordered surf and turf, and they bring the food, and the guy's like, "That's not what she ordered." She's like, "Yeah, I went surf and turf." And what'd you expect? And he's like, "I thought you were getting some grass and seawater."
What?
Yeah, we heard surf and turf, like, oh, seawater and grass. Okay, it's just. I guess I should probably pause this as I'm fucking hear you.
Yeah.
We're just over a month away from the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Yeah.
Let's check in with BioWare and Electronic Arts for an extended look at a climactic battle.
Yeah. Super excited for this one.
We'll see. I haven't been able to play a dwarf since the first game.
We've gotten word from the wardens. Have they found Gillenane? Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon.
We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby.
That lair is a death trap.
We need to lure her out to have any chance.
So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack. Just you and me now.
What in the world are you?
That's Kunari.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas!
But it kind of looks like a non-binary character, that one.
Wait. I thought the...
Wait for it.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the art style that they went with this.
Come on. Come on.
Hit the wings! Force her to land! Second detachment! Flank on the walls! Let's go!
I will admit though, this dragon's fucking good.
Oh yeah, big time. Like even if it was a mutated version, no, this dragon looks horrible.
It looks like kind of like, you ever making like a model dragon, but didn't let the plate dry yet.
You're trying to make like making a dragon from memory, but you can draw a dragon.
It's like trying to describe a dragon to a blind person or something.
Oh, I hate this interface.
No, this interface. No.
This
it reminds me of Mass Effect.
It's worse. No, that's terrible. Mass Effect made sense. This did not.
Oh,
that's way too much.
Yeah, I was already saying no to this title. This is even getting a harder no for me.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Dragon Inquisition.
Why are they skipping? It's the same fight. Why are they skipping ahead, even though it looks like no HP was moved? What are you trying to show me?
Okay, the fire trail follows. What you do? Oh God, so gross.
This would probably be a lot easier on PC, but
Oh yeah, it's reminding me of a combination of Mass Effect and old KOTOR. Where you can like kind of stack the moves.
I like the decrepit dragon, but just
second dragon.
Okay, if it was just one dragon, but is he all like that?
First one down.
No longer fluffy head.
You know, seeing this kind of defeat feels like the whole first game meant nothing at this rate.
Yeah, they. Oh, please don't tell me those are supposed to be dark spawns.
But I like your design.
Your battle is already lost.
Yeah, remember there's some more dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like if they took Deathwing and starved him.
You know, yeah, no, that he would be severely starved. Like he was
malnourished. Yeah.
He was starved for about 3 years. But that first dragon, dear gods, and that UI, no, I'm not even. I get that gets solidified. I'm not touching this game.
So the UI come out. It basically like the move spin wheel from Mass Effect with the stacking mechanic from KOTOR. 2 Bioware systems. So, but still, our problem was that it was just one. It was a little too bright. It was too stretched out. Like keep it like in the center. You know, it's like literally taking the whole screen. Like it really kind of like overloads me a little bit.
That and if you were to do this, even like in a tactical mode, like where you have an overhead view, that UI hides the entire field of view. You can't see where anything is. You have to basically have a photographic memory to make that shit work.
Well, just to clear the amount of memory you would need to, like it does have if you go back to it, it does have plenty of real estate, but it's the interfaces. I would have had it shelved. Like I would have had it shelved. Like up, down, left, right would have been yourself, your companions. Looks like combination orders at the top. I'm not entirely sure what the top means. Like all this flair, all this bells and whistles means
list as well.
Nothing.
At the bottom. It's like well, that's great and all, but it's like, you know, when you're in like real-time combat, I can't really like try to think of what combat is what, you know.
Yeah,
well, they do give you slow time. If you watch it, the game does slow down when the character starts this shenanigans. The problem is this UI tells me nothing. All it tells me is the player has selected an ability on the character to the left. Okay, but how? There's no translation between where I know you're using the left analog to navigate. That's great. But you're not telling me how I'm navigating. I'm assuming it's just a 360-degree loop. Okay, well now you have some overlaps. You have character's left overlapping with the top 2 sections. The character right's top is overlapping with the top 2 sections because there's only so much controller wheel you're gonna have access to that you should really fiddle with. This should have been nested. Up, down, left, and right should be nested. Or so no, left and right should have been nested. You click on the left guy, then the thing pops out, the 3 more little things, and you press up, down, or nothing to do the thing that's in the left slot, the up slot, or the down slot.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I agree with that one completely. No, this is like way too compressed.
Yeah, it's just, the dragon doesn't look done. But...
No, it just looks goopy. I think it's the design. It's supposed to look like something from the underground instead of something from or something that's been painted by something else.
Yeah, it looks like it was like dead for years and is rotten and everything, and they reanimated.
Perhaps, that's what they're going for. Kunari design, I get that one character is supposed to be non-binary, but I heard a lot of Kunari look like that, and I think it might be a bit of a downgrade.
All the Kunari look like that. Their horns, like their forehead sticks forward from their head, and their horns make them look like spirit Halloween decorations. I'm like, gross.
It's like they've gone back to origins where just it's what Stein. He was just a big tall guy. You know, he didn't look like a race.
Yeah, they didn't. He looked like a human. He looked like a human who converted to the Qun, which does happen.
All right.
But yeah, they do accept people who are willing to follow the Qun. But I'm sorry, give me characters like Iron Bull or the Aeroshock from Dragon Age 2.
But yeah, in Dragon Age,
the Inquisitor, like if you can make you can make a Kunari in Inquisition. Yeah. Those Kunari looked okay.
Yeah, they didn't look human at all. That's what's cool about them.
It was obvious, like this is not a human being. This is something else entirely.
Yeah.
Now
what they look like is what they look like is if the love child of a human and a Kunari. That's what it looks like.
A half breed. But even then, like they look like a dude or a dudette, just cosplaying as a Kunari.
Yeah. But other than that, the designs are pretty fine. I think someone did bring up it's got a lot of representation. Someone did bring up a good point about the top surgery scars. Yeah, it's like, you could even have a top surgery scars for like cancer pigmentation, which I mean thumbs up. I appreciate the gesture, but it's like somebody bring up a good point. Like one, how would they have top surgery back in fancy times? And two, if you were going to change your gender, why would you just drink a magic potion?
Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people are bitching about. It's like, why would y'all have this option? Like, okay, inclusivity, great, but you're in a world where you could do almost anything with magic.
Almost anything with magic.
Well, like I said, almost.
Creatures that have the ability to do massive gender transformations still don't. The dragons, like the old lady, I can't remember her name.
Flemeth.
Is that her name? The lady that's Margaret's mom.
Yeah, that's Flemeth.
Okay, Flemeth. She doesn't. Well, she clearly has the power, capacity, ability to be a masterful shapeshifter.
Well, hers is more soul soul binding. She basically takes over the body of her daughters, and she lives in inhabits their body when her body becomes too old and frail to continue.
Okay,
and she keeps all the knowledge that they've learned.
That's what I'm trying to convey here, is that she takes somebody, she grooms them to become a new vessel. Why not just be a noble man and do that? It's a lot in a fantasy setting, as Dragon Age has clearly put it.
Oh yeah.
Let's be extremely blunt about this.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Age has proven that it is a very male-centric world because that is how the fantasy of the time was set and how it is portrayed in game. Males have seats in houses in the dwarves. The males in the elven society have higher seats. Males in human society have higher seats. It is extremely clear. So there is no reason for her not to take the same route, other than the fact that I can use magic. Yeah, but you also have the ability to. You've nestled yourself away extremely easy. It would have been twice as easy if you just pretended to be a dude. This is clearly a world where the gender change magic does not exist. So hard surgery plus magic has to be done. And a good example is the blood ritual that your character takes in the first game. Is you to become a warden, you have to partake.
Oh, I was when you said the blood ritual, I don't know why, but my mind went to the DLC where you actually drank that augmented blood and everything. But no, the the ritual. I can't remember.
Oh, they have
No,
changed.
the joining. That's right, the joining. But no, the DLC from Origin. It's Skywall or something. Skyhold.
Awakening.
No. It was a DLC for Origin, and basically it's a warden who basically used alchemy to try to enhance the blood, and if you drank it in the tower, you got a couple new abilities. One to like if you're a sorcerer or a rogue, you get more energy at the cost of life, and you'd actually kind of get like a kind of a pseudo vampiric ability.
Yeah, inclusion of this particular nature allows people to have some sort of level of closure, or at least some sort of progression for themselves.
Yeah,
it's no different than having tattoos that you want that helps you represent something about yourself that you don't normally get the notion to do so. This is a way of inclusion.
Yeah.
People want to bitch about magic. Go back and look what magic has been established. There has been no magic where it allows somebody to be someone else. There's magic that lets you pretend for a very short period of time, but it's an illusion at best. They don't beat around the bush when it comes to they have set their hard magic rules over a long period of time. I've watched a little bit of the other games that I haven't got a chance to play. They have definitely sat down and said, "Here's the rules of the land. This, and this is capable. This is not."
I will say the other games of the games 2 is definitely the weak link.
Which is my favorite one, but
I am, however, since I wasn't aware of the Quarians being changed this much, I am disappointed in its change. I guess it happened in a game I wasn't aware of.
It was this one in 3. They still looked really good. They was obviously they were not human.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, all their forehead frills and the horns and everything, it looks way too smooth. Like if you even look at Iron Bull or the Kunari and
well, Stein was one of my favorite companions, so that's the reason why
I hated him so much.
I had a love-hate relationship with Sten.
I basically second playthrough, I just let him stay in the cage.
I used him because he was a powerhouse.
The thing I'm seeing here is when we have this new odd modified Kunari, here's our version of Tiefling. Now you get to play our version of Tiefling. That's all I'm seeing. Here's our version of Tiefling.
Good point.
Yeah,
it's a cool design. But yeah, fun fact in Origins, the game will let you miss out on Liliana, but not Stein. Like, basically, it's one. As long as you leave Stein in a cage, that one village never gets burnt down by the Darkspawn.
Lothering.
Yeah, Lothering. Yeah, it just remains there. But if you get Stein but forget Liliana in the tavern, the place will burn down. You miss your chance of getting her. But so the game kind of favors Stein. Anyways.
What?
I thought
no. If you leave Stein in that cage and the Darkspawn attack, he's gone. Just gone.
You lose him.
They never attacked in my second playthrough. I could go to Lothering like end game. Maybe my shit glitched, but
I was about to say I think it glitched because Lothering it becomes unavailable after you start taking one of the quests in one of the zones, like one of the big story zones.
Yeah, because I recruited Liliana, I left Stein behind, and Lothering was always a location.
I think it bugged for you.
You have to go so far.
This isn't the Bureau's first time.
One of the things, but I digress.
Yeah, that's game.
In Bright Falls.
I'm gonna be playing regardless. That's what I'm so excited for.
You.
Oh,
the
gross.
FBC's research department set up a facility.
It's Remedy.
The Lake House. If I had any clue
What'd you say?
It's at Epic Game Productions.
It means money. Epic dumped the money into it, which means it's an Epic Game exclusive for PC, and it's gonna be, we're not gonna see it for a year.
Yeah.
And then if this is a multiplayer game, all the Steam's gonna be lost out of it to be able to do some crossplay.
It makes sense because Remedy just got 3, so this was probably in development while they were under their shackles. So
let's hope.
Was waiting for us in there.
It might also be on PlayStation.
I would have just kept on driving.
It's Control 2.
Better not be Control. I'm gonna be mad about the way you play Control.
lots of bodies.
Doesn't feel like Control. This feels too on the nose for Eldritch. Fear? Another Fear game?
I doubt it.
I'm not familiar with
Oh wow.
Great, woo! More. I'm not gonna be able to play.
Oh, I get you a bootleg.
You gonna give me a bootleg PlayStation?
No. Oh, I got Alan Wake 2 bootleg. So yeah. I'll give you
Like Alan Wake.
Anyways.
The firearm. I think he's dead.
Oh, this is Hitman VR. Has to be, or yes, it has to be Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize those sleeves anywhere. It's Hitman VR.
Alright, so I can like the whole base with 30 seconds in first person view.
Punch.
Yeah, like I love the concept, but I can really suck at it.
Yeah, I don't do well in Control. Yep, Hitman. Called it.
It's even some of the same missions too. Like I recognize that Formula One mission.
I'm sorry, it kind of lost credibility with me when it blocked bullet with a frying pan.
I stood and my brethren until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony.
Your first emo avatar.
The fate of this world was preordained in an instant.
What madness is this?
Am I so changed?
I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
I was okay with him looking a little less grumpy. Why are they lighting up everything? Leave it dark.
This is one of those games that has to be dark.
Always been written.
Yeah, but the whole mood of the game was dark.
I know.
Don't fight it, Raziel.
Okay, I'm kind of a little excited because it's really hard to get the PC versions running these days.
That's fine, and I think that's great. You know, bringing things back from the old days forward and remaster them is great. But why make them lighter? The whole mood of the game, the whole mood of the game is darker.
Well, like the little extra boss details was nice, but yeah, the lighter hues,
It kind of kills it for me. I'm just like, I loved it. I didn't get to play the Soul Reaver games. I played the Blood Omen games.
Yeah.
And Legacy of Kain Defiance. And I'm sorry, the missions where everything were kind of lit up. I didn't enjoy, but the darker ones, those were my favorites.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrives December 10th, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the first game's release.
God, it's been that long?
You sure we can't just do the same?
Games from the original PlayStation era also inspired Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games. It brings atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
Just go home, Viv. I'm happy here. So happy.
I'll play that.
At last,
yeah, they're definitely
we
showing all the
return to
horror
our
games right now.
ancestral land.
Gasper.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agazba.
I guarantee it's also because PS5 is flopping.
This colorful world includes unique creatures, a peculiar cast of characters, and also allows you to invite other players to visit your island.
Don't speak Simonese.
Towers of Agazba launches into early access.
That was nice. That was very cozy.
Yeah, there's like a dime a dozen of this, right?
Yeah.
They gotta hit. They have to hit. They have to have something different. Something different has to hit for it to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, was it Grim Dark enough? Okay.
This November.
I didn't see anything to hook me.
Up next, Epic Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October. This feature enables friends and family to experience wireless.
Self-explanatory.
Koei Tecmo Games is ready to share the release date. Let's take a look.
What? I know. I'm a fan of it.
Guardian of Peace. You have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until then, you must adapt to the chaos and find a way to survive. So choose your path
they're not taking away the pile of dudes.
forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
We get to play self-insert into the lore of Dynasty Warriors? Because I'll be all over that.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
Oh, it looks so pretty. We can play as the classic heroes. Okay. What's Origins? What makes Origins different?
All that remains is to see this through.
Okay, Captain. So that's Cowgirl? What? Oh, the flipping shield jump. That was cool. Yes, the music is always amazing. Can't tell who he is.
Must be a new character.
We keep dude, they keep discovering people in the history. They're like, let's add this guy. That's why we got Hong Dong. Don't forget, my name is Hong Dong. Don't forget it. That's how we got him. Is they were discovering people who were. That's his actual name. I'm not trying to make something funny out of it. He was a character that they just didn't want to add, and it's like, oh yeah, no, he's a historical figure. And then he was, and then there he was.
We actually give the game that our chance go only because I felt it was a bit repetitive, but yeah, it's good.
If you want something that breaks the mold, Orochi Warriors does a better job of here's the Dynasty Warriors franchise without the having to go and know about the Ransom 3 Kingdoms. On the bright side, it looks like they have a street date next year for PC. What's it requiring? I'm actually. Oh, they don't have.
I imagine the requirements would still be pretty hefty with the.
You'd be surprised. They have formulated the tech so much about having lots of dudes and not eating up your PC. It's kind of amazing how well they've done it.
That's what Focus did with their Swarm engine to make Space Marine for all the Tyranids.
Yeah, a lot of people are figuring out we could do big monster things and not have to worry about eating people's computers alive. And then Dynasty Warriors, Koei Tecmo has encapsulated the ability to do big fighter army things. The only time it was ever a nerf was the Hyrule Warriors one.
Yeah, I heard that one kind of dropped off, but I know that they also did like a One Piece version of as well. Oh. I don't know how well that one did.
Yeah, I gotta try like the Persona and the Gundam ones.
Oh yeah, there was a Gundam one.
It is on sale. Sorry, the Koei Tecmo games are on sale right now.
There you go.
I might grab Orochi Warriors 4 if it's low enough.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay.
The next one.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
They've already released
the guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition.
Pretty up
Mine
there.
included.
Beefy.
Beefy is an understatement.
This forest is amazing.
Oh dear God, look at me quiet.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather. That's causing the water currents to surge too.
They need to figure out how other big companies are doing big budget power without big budget requirement.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just saw the space requirement.
We're in
How big?
140 gigabytes.
Dear God.
It's 150.
Okay, so the graphics requirement is an RTX from top end, RTX 2070 Super. 2070 Super for the upper end.
Okay, that's not bad.
Or an RTX 4060.
Okay, I got that.
16 gigabytes of RAM.
Not bad.
An Intel i5 11600K. How we reword that. An Intel Core i5 12400. An AMD Ryzen 5, an AMD Ryzen 5 5050. Like, a lot of this isn't too bad. And I've read the top end specs. The low end specs is a 1660 Super, which is not too bad. It's actually pretty low end.
Yeah. It's affordable.
But the space.
That space drives me insane, though.
Space makes me cry.
I mean, be happy. It's not like how big Ark was, because that was with all the DLC. That was 300 gigs.
Yeah. Currently, like FF16 is 150. And that's just a single player game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Some of these companies need to figure out what the word real in is.
I mean, it looked pretty.
It looks very pretty, but you can also make things look very primitive without having to have really high texture. You can make your engine really smooth and operate forever. Also, keep the swing system, which is nice. I like the swinging around. The environment.
Those hours. You respect.
Wait, you think you speak English? Oh, I don't want my weird little critters to speak English. I like where you can't understand them.
Leave this to me. Heal them bound.
Okay, I don't mind that. If it's cute, I don't mind the calico telling you it's coming to heal you. Alright, I retract my statement.
The White Wraith. It's real!
Is that what we're after? The White Wraith.
Down there. Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is
Holy crap, your voice is on another game?
Species.
That's right.
You're a hunter.
He just never leaves the franchise.
Use
He's
that
always
weapon,
like the old guy
and you do
voice.
nothing?
Did you just block an attack with an actual shield? Excuse me, what?
Give it to me! And I'll...
Surprise! The kid is attached to the Wraith. That's exactly how it's gonna play out.
Yep.
Mind you, we enjoyed those trips. But man, that is a hell of a requirement, guys. 160 gigabytes is a little steep.
Yeah.
This is bigger than Space Marine right now.
The Space Marine's at what?
100 less than that.
Let me look.
Yeah, exactly that. It's 100 less than that.
Give me 1 second. Let me see how big the requirements for Space Marine are.
Space Marine is currently clocking in at 75 gigabytes.
Yep.
Well, that's good. I need to give the series a shot, because I never really was into the huge, like, the giant monster type games. Like, I didn't get too big at the Dragon's Dogma.
How is yours at 60? What did you say yours is at, Punky?
65.
Oh, because I'm at 66.41.
Oh, sorry, 75, I should say.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you have 9 more gigs than me?
As of the recent update, it is 66. So they did some crunch.
Okay, so okay, so it's a condensed. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Should probably give Monster Hunter a try again.
If you come back to Monster Hunter, I have Rise and World. I used the World community patch because it just adds a lot of quality of life to the game. Or if you do Rise, I don't have DLC, but I'll happily run around and help out, have fun.
Well, see, it's like World's not working on this PC. It works on my other computer just fine. So I need another excuse to play that on that rig. But then I tried Rise like I think a year ago, and like I was bogged down by so many tutorials that for like 2 hours I just like dropped the game. I literally was like holding my hand, not letting go.
Yeah, I tried. What was it, World? And I finished the story mode, or finished the campaign, and was going into Iceborne.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I can't do this no more. I'm just not having anymore. I'm not having fun anymore.
Oh, good.
Like, it was just, I don't know. It just, I didn't. It was, I don't know. It was just, I didn't feel like I was having a good time because, a certain someone was carrying me through the whole thing and not letting me kind of do what I wanted.
Right.
Well, give it a second shot and try to.
Well, here's the thing. I only joined it because I wanted to fight the behemoth. And even when I got to the point where I was, I guess geared enough to do it, they still refused. I was like, I told them, I was like, this is the only reason I got this game, because I wanted to fight the behemoth. You know this.
You're talking about the first major big boss?
Like the Final Fantasy crossover.
Oh, Bahamut.
No, Behemoth.
It's Behemoth? I thought it was Bahamut.
No,
okay.
It was the purple beast thing that calls down meteor and everything.
Okay, yeah, the one you need like a full team for. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, and that was the only reason I wanted to do it. And this was also when I was.
You need to do it for a full team. If it was just you and your buddy, it would have been an absolute headache.
We had other people who were willing to go, but they would. It was just one of those things. Oh well, we can't do it just yet, and I'm like, why not? All of us are here. I want to do this, and after a while, I'm just like, I'm not having fun with it anymore. That's the only reason I did this. I wasn't having fun. I mean, I had some fun moments during the story, but they were kind of meh. Like, I even got to the point where we could go fight the behemoth. I fought the giant chicken thing. I forget its name, that had the aetheryte crystal. Mm-hmm. And I did that, and I was up to the point where I could fight behemoth, but no, they wouldn't do it. And I'm like, all right,
it's a rough fight.
I understand, because I saw like a lot of videos of the fight itself, and I'm like, dear God, this is rough. But I was like, I want to do it. I like a challenge. I was like, and they were like, you won't be able to do it. I was like, I played Dark Souls and beat Dark Souls 1. Don't tell me I can't do something. I was like, I will beat my head against a concrete wall until that thing falls down or my head explodes. One of the two is going to give first.
Understandable. All right. Let's move on to the next game on the list. 160 gigs. That is going to be a hell of a hurdle for them to go.
Yeah, you're going to clear out
today. Hey, does look familiar.
Minasan, konnichiwa. モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの津本です。本作の発売日が2025年2月28日、世界同日発売に決定いたしました。本日より順次予約を開始しますので、ぜひご予約いただければと思います。プレイステーションストアでご予約いただいた方限定の特典として、プレイステーション5でご覧いただけるデジタルミニアートブックをご用意します。9月26日の23時からは TGS2024 カプコンオンラインプログラムを放送いたします。それでは引き続きモンスターハンターワイルズの情報にご注目ください。またお会いしましょう。
I mean, if you like Monster Fighter, there you go.
Look at those chompers. Okay, trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started.
Yeah, we saw that.
A hunter with a mysterious past and her very heroic friends are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable evil. Join them as they explore, hunt, collect wacky outfits, and decorate their village.
Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Stalwart outfit. And this, I don't know
that
what
takes
that
the
is.
sale, the wind out of the sails for me to play the game.
Or rather,
Yeah,
in that
like
cabin.
the normal game.
But look how much fun they're having. Come and join the party at Mother's Heart.
If you're a Lego player, it's all good. But
got it all
Horizon.
in.
No,
you didn't. Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
Game by normal. It feels so weird.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November 14th. And Aloy has more good news on the horizon. Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered for PS5 and PC by Guerrilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
Is it stuttering for me, or...?
I think it's on your end, but...
Are you sure their video that they produce ain't stuttering? Like, very, very subtly.
Oh.
This new...
Go back and replay that. No. Trust me on this.
I think I might have missed it, but that's just me.
Go back to the beginning of this particular ad.
Version of Horizon.
Please and thank you. Did they really release a stuttery trailer? Am I bonkers? Wait till it gets to the cities.
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered for PS5 and PC by Guerrilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
I caught him. Yeah.
That was so weird. Like something was loading in or something.
But Tilly made a good point. This game, the original game ain't even that old. Why do a remaster?
She looks gorgeous, but you know.
I don't mind a PC remaster.
Yeah, the games when it came out like 2017.
Oh, I feel old. I'll be over here.
But that was only 7 years ago.
Still feel old.
Let's make Horizon free.
But no, I like remaster collections. Like here's all the DLC in one shot and one buy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with those.
It's still though. I'd be down to play it. I love it some Aloy.
Yeah. I deal was it bonkers when I saw those stutters.
I saw those two stutters as well, Punky. You're not going crazy. Not yet, anyway. Give it time.
First. And anyone who owns the original PS4 version of the game will be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version for $9.99.
Damn you!
Visit PlayStation blog for more details and watch the full trailer to see all the enhancements to Aloy's epic quest.
Yeah,
I also own an Epic Games because they get to be for free, I think.
Yeah, they gotta get your money out of it some way.
New content is on the way to the action-packed world of Stellar Blade. A new photo mode lets players set up the perfect picture with your choice of poses, expressions, and filters. And Stellar Blade's original soundtrack, featuring over 180 songs from the game, is available on select streaming services starting today.
I forgot the soundtrack was that big.
It does sound pretty good.
Oh yeah, and it's a crossover as well.
Souls games. Oh fuck no.
Good God.
Now it's quite transparent. Like,
there's so
Sci-fi
many
worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration, coming to Stellar Blade
Nier
later
Automata's
this
like
year.
attached to so many worlds at this rate.
yeah, like I kind of consider it like a Final Fantasy game now because it's like technically a major expansion in the 14.
Yeah. It was a major patch.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus. First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. These will be available to all PlayStation Plus members starting October 1st. Meanwhile, our library of PlayStation classics continues to grow, with 2 more fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year: Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain and Capcom's Dino Crisis.
Really? Dino Crisis?
Naughty Dog fans
really?
know September 26th is The Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by adding the critically acclaimed PS5 hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog this Thursday.
I want Final Fantasy Tactics, damn it!
That.
Give me my remaster of Tactics. controller.
Inside me.
Racing?
Or not.
I just want controllers that can work for PC without having to put the bit of work backwards. Being, you know, not cost the price of a game.
It would be nice.
Controllers should cost about maybe like 20 to 30 bucks at best.
I do feel more comfortable holding a PlayStation controller. I do feel more comfortable holding a PlayStation controller compared to an Xbox controller.
I mean, it's like I get a new one. I might pick it up, but what's the point of the white chrome? You can't really tell much of a difference unless you're up close to it.
It's pearl. It's a off-white.
Well, okay, oh, I see now.
Pearlescent, yeah.
I might go for the indigo.
Yeah, indigo, teal, or pearl.
Yeah. Okay. I got
onward.
But I'm agree with Tilly. The indigo does look bad.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cerny. We recently revealed the newest addition to the PlayStation 5 family, PS5 Pro, alongside several games showcasing the superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console makes possible. With PS5 Pro, developers have access to 3 key improvements: an upgraded GPU, advanced ray tracing, and AI-driven upscaling that combine to bring developers closer to realizing their unique vision.
Cool. Butter scale.
We're excited for players.
Is this just a replaying the PS Pro video
Yeah,
game?
and you know what? This thing has no disc drive, and it's $700.
Okay, they're not. Okay, it's not the same thing.
To get their hands on PlayStation 5 Pro when it launches this November. But in the meantime, here's a look at some of the games that are being enhanced for the new console, including a few titles that we're revealing for the very first time today.
I think I'm interested in enhanced with, but I don't want to pay it to $300.
This is the time of our lives.
Yeah, it has no disc drive.
Like, I'm struggling to see one get a basement.
This is the time of our lives.
You know what I mean? Graphics that good?
This is the time of our This is the time of our
They really have a chrome car.
It's a cartoony type art styles, so. Sanskrit Shadows, looking forward to it. We're gonna stand sold separately for $30 for a little metal ring.
Yep. I guarantee that's what it's going to cost.
Yeah, it's already posted. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now the one that made her lose her shit.
We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear. But you are hunting. And now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter?
Oh. I had to turn. I greatly apologize. I wasn't gone too long. I promise. remember Asmon's ultra reaction to this, and I just died laughing. He sounded so disappointed. So disappointed.
I knew the game was called Sucker Punch.
He's like, do I have to play a girl? Like, ah, oh, dude.
I mean, us ladies didn't have a choice but to play a guy in the last game. Quality's a bitch,
I just find it funny. He sounded so disappointed. But those names you're marking out with blood, that's kind of cool.
Basically, at this time
yeah, I'm about to say, I think after that black screen and credits.
Okay, but yeah, first of all, I definitely want to support Erika Ishii. He's one of my favorite voice actresses. Yeah, like, I don't see nothing wrong, but I don't know why people gotta be a bitch like, oh, Ghost has gone woke. Yeah.
I think one of the things is, from what I heard, like Ghost of Tsushima, it felt like there could have been more to the story, and I think people were wanting like a sequel.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the complaints, and I mean that's valid if I've ever heard one. You know. The whole thing about playing a woman, I really couldn't care less. I've played games with male and female pro tags.
Yeah. If anything, I would say support the game, and you'll get a sequel anyway. You know. It could be a franchise. So yeah. More guy games, more girl games, more pick your gender games. Yeah.
Yeah, it just the problem is like with the whole trying to become a sequel, it's trying like the second title is normally the weak link.
Fair. I mean,
anything
goes.
Goes.
A video about that, yeah. Like Devil May Cry 2 and all that shit.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 2, Dragon Age 2, Dark Souls 2. Because
Final Fantasy 2.
Don't remind me. Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, which played on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, because you can say 2 to everything. But we have things like Space Marine 2.
Well, Space Marine 2 has actually been better than the original Space Marine, in my opinion. But like the normal trend is the second title tends to be the weak link,
I mean,
and then but that's just something I've kind of noticed, you know.
But no, I'm definitely writing that down because that's actually a good podcast topic. You know, like comparing the sequel.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, scribble that down. We'll have to. That'll have to be a topic for us.
But so yeah, just skim through though. All in all, solid state of play.
Some good titles.
Yeah.
Some interesting titles, to say the least.
But yeah, so Astrobot, apparently that's Game of the Year material.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had the Midnight Walk.
That one looked interesting. That one looked kind of fun.
Let's see here, Hell Is Us.
Uh-huh.
Like that one I kind of need to see more on, but it's like
yeah, I agree. I want to see a little bit more of that before I would even make it. I mean, granted, a lot of these I can't play because I don't have a PlayStation. But if I did, I would. For that, I need a little bit more to give a final decision on.
But yeah, like that is I mean, it's a mixed bag because we don't really know what the hell's going on. But,
yeah, I need a little bit more of the story.
But like we were talking about in the last podcast, like finally, people can shove about there being no new white guy IPs. You know.
Me and Tilly are in agreement on a lot of these trailers. Is like some of them just give like some gameplay and no story and like no substance, and we're like, what the hell is going on? I'm confused.
Yeah, Metro Awakening, that ought to be good. I thought they dropped the VR gimmick, but I'm glad to see they're making new games. So
yeah, Midnight Walk looks amazing.
So we got at least 3 VR games. We got the Hitman one, Arcade. We need a little more on that one as well.
Yeah, give me a little bit more. Pal World.
I think it'll survive Nintendo, but geez,
Yeah.
Nintendo is being petty.
Yeah, they're being very nitpicky right now.
Lunar. You play it for the
Everybody
4th
lost their
time.
shit. Everybody lost their shit on that one. The new Ninja Turtles stuff.
Yeah.
I do like that they kind of went back to the old side-scroller beat 'em up.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good game.
That's a classic style that can't be ever toppled.
Oh yeah, just Keanu Reeves DLC.
Yeah, the Shadow DLC.
Okay, Dragon Age. I'm excited for it. Like I knew it's not gonna be a perfect game anyway, but you know,
Yeah.
more positive than negatives in my opinion.
Alan Wake
2,
DLC.
okay, its final DLC, I believe, as well. So this is the last of the Epic Games era.
Okay, good.
Okay, so yeah, Hitman. I completely suck at Hitman. I wish I didn't suck, but anyways.
Legacy of Kain, or the Soul Reaver. I mean,
Yeah.
same franchise.
Soul
but
Reaver.
Still.
Yeah,
Soul Reaver.
I would hope I'm sure someone could put like a patch where you can change the color palette back, but alright though, yeah, as like I said, the old one barely functions if you're trying to play the PC port. Just use the emulator if you need to.
I imagine that there'll be a function where you could go between the old and the new graphics so that a lot of these remasters.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I would be playing the old graphics. I'm sorry.
Okay, that little PS1 horror game, that looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Then we had another farming survival game. Oh, Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, that caught my attention.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Punky's VIP right there.
The fact that it's coming for PC as well makes me happy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
you're not happy about that file size though.
For Dynasty Warriors?
Oh no, you were talking about Monster Hunter. The file size.
Yeah, that made me sad. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors Origin doesn't have any data other than
I mean,
it's coming in January.
At least your average brand new built PC is like the norm is now like what, 2 terabyte hard drive. You know?
I mean, it's almost required at this point.
Yeah, because I remember I have a computer in my other room from 2002 that I play all my old GOG games on, and its max hard drive size is 30 gigs.
Yeah.
So, oh man.
I have all these fancy things.
Yeah. Okay, I'm the only one excited for Lego Horizon.
Yeah, that took the wind out of the sails.
It was such a weird hit.
It was. Me and Tilly
It is
were
a weird game, I'll admit. Like,
It should have been the other way around. They should have done Horizons first. They should have shown Horizons first, then Horizons Legos. Then it would have been less,
But the remaster
detailing.
looks good.
That choppy frame rate during the city loading kind of caught my attention.
They've always done bad trailers. Like, you remember the controversy about, like, last game where Aloy, they said looked like Nick Avocado? Because that was just a beta trailer. You know, like, the final game didn't look like that.
But if you're going to say this is a remastering and it runs better on this new hardware and new machine, then you need to prove it. You can't have stuff like that in the trailer. You can't.
Well, they did. Okay, more Stellar Blade. Not really my bag, because I don't like Souls games. I think the only one Souls game I really like is Flintlock. Anyways,
I would recommend Revenant if you haven't played it. It's pretty good.
Is the Chroma for the regular PS5s? I doubt it. I think I gotta get a Pro or something.
I think those are pro exclusives.
So I'll probably be saving for a damn year or something, because I gotta pay my property taxes as well.
Yep.
Don't have any money in the account right now.
We have to adult.
Yep. So.
Adulting sucks. Becoming an adult was the worst decision I never made.
That's true. Yeah, because I need $1,300 for the property taxes, then I'm gonna need like $800 for a damn PlayStation 5, and then I need to replace my air conditioning for $2,000. So that's gonna make like a whole year.
You'll feel a lot better after it's all said and done, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant to say Remnant. I apologize.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Okay, then you got these PS5 upgrades. Also, even though I'm not Hogwarts Legacy fan, but like, I'm sure if the Wizards were that capable, they would have been beaten by Baltimore in the books. You know, shit. these Wizards are like athletic as fucking Dark Souls warriors.
I think they got complacent.
Anyway, fair.
And then Ghosts of Yotai. I was about to say Tsushima because I'm so used to saying that.
Everyone's calling Ghosts of Yodel, but it could be Yotai.
Yeah, it's Yotai.
But yeah, like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Like, I might even go back and give Tsushima a chance then. I say it's because like I'm not too heavy on the samurai setting, and of course playing a dude. But this just from a feminist standpoint, and I love Erika Ishii, so then I might go back and play Tsushima just for like reference.
It's a little bit of a mixed bag for you.
A little bit, like I said, it's not the strongest setting for samurais, and you would think you love an anime and all.
You would think, but
yeah.
I mean, if you had the choice,
she feels more like a ninja than a samurai.
I was just about to ask, do you feel like more ninja, pirate, samurai, Mongolian? I mean, what out of the?
We'll find out. Well, the first game was the Mongol invasion, so I don't know what this one. What happened in 1603? Any history buffs now?
Oh no. I didn't make that clear. It's like, what would you, given your choice, would you rather be as? Like a ninja, pirate, Mongolian, cowboy.
Oh, for a general setting or for a ghost game?
General aesthetic.
Oh, I guess because it's weird. Cause I love Assassin's Creed, but I don't know something samurai. Cause I like Onimusha, but it was a little different. So it's like, I don't know if it's the like the architecture or maybe it's the weird outfit armor, but it worked for them. But like, cause I know when Ghost of I remember when Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out, I'm actually more excited about the girl character. Like that's the gameplay I'm into. So yeah, maybe more.
You're more of more stealth than outright fighting.
More like no, I love fight. I think I like more like the speed to it. Whereas like the samurai, like it's like feet firmly planted on the ground, guard stance up. With assassin mode, you kind of like you can literally spin around, fly around for the place.
Okay, so you like it where it's a little bit more fast paced compared to more grounded and a little bit slower. I mean that's fair.
Or like so for example, the Batman Arkham games. That's like that combat's about my speed.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because he'd be getting in a fist fight surrounded by 20 guys and be flippy do blocking everything.
Yeah, I was about to say punching, doing flips, doing somersaults.
Yeah, like you just press one button to block. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But either way, very solid state of play though. This one was not an Ubisoft. Yeah.
I gotta look. I have to see what their stock price is at now because I imagine what it's.
But it's like I think with the market, I gotta see if the spots are the Tokyo Game Show wows me because I'm leaning more towards getting the PS5 first.
It went up. It went up 9 cents.
Nice. All right. Get a gallon of gas for that. Anyway.
For 9 cents.
The price, so it's like $2.59 now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, $2.51. Well, depending where you're at, gas here in Texas is $2.95, and that's at the cheap. That's the cheapest pump.
Yeah. Anyways, we did all this because you to buy a PlayStation.
Hard pass. I'll stick to my PC, thank you.
What's your favorite game from this thing, though?
My favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I would probably say, probably, it's going to sound a little campy, but Astrobot looks the most fun.
Okay, I was not expecting that one.
What did you think I was going to go with?
Something a little more gritty.
I mean, I like cutesy games every now and again. Astrobot looks fun.
I know, obviously, Dragon Age is my favorite. I'm trying to think of what if they like the new shit. What I go for?
I mean, technically, it's a new IP.
Oh, a new game. I thought that something, something like
Yeah, you're wanting something that's not a series.
But or something different. But yeah. So, anyways, so. Alright, good, okay, and we'll definitely catch y'all on the next one, darlings. Thank y'all for being part of this. We love you.
Y'all take it easy.